are ready, Mataji.
Okay. I don't know why. Hare Krishna, everyone. Karthik, Prahlad, Ovi, Tulasi Manjari, Haripriya. Welcome to Madhava class. So we'll start with prayers. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Okay, so anyone who's there to chant 21 times Hare Krishna Mahamantra? Everyone will chant with you. Okay, Karthik, go ahead.
Hare Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Shri Gaura Bhakti Vedanta. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Thank you, Mataji. Mataji, you're muted.
Yeah, thank you for the chanting, Karthik. Suraj, you're doing a good job. Okay, so we will start with what did we learn last week?
I forgot.
Okay, anyone who remembers? Yudhistir Maharaj and
Narada Muni.
Narada Muni, right? Okay, so we are continuing that series, Yudhishthir Maharaj and Narada Muni, and we'll see what question Yudhishthir Maharaj asked what question Yudhishthir Maharaj asked to Narada Muni, and what is the answer that Narada Muni gave. So before that, we are going to have the icebreaker.
Mataji, I don't see any icebreaker here. Is this? Oh, this is the icebreaker. Okay.
Yeah, so icebreaker is a memory game. So there are, we give you 2 minutes time from now, and don't take a screenshot. Okay, but try to remember. It's a memory game. So let's see how much you're able to remember. Okay, your time already started, and Prahlad, I'm going to ask you. So there are some positive character traits and negative character traits, and you guys have to remember only the good qualities.
Mataji, good qualities of who?
Is jealous a good quality?
No.
You know, right? What are good qualities? So,
Oh, okay, I get it. It's a sorting game.
yeah. Okay. Mataji, you can take this off screen. How many? Start telling whatever you remember. Yes, Haripriya.
Kind, responsible, respectful, grateful, fair, just, honest, humble, modest. Did I say that? And that's all I remember, I think.
Okay, good job. You did a fairly good job. And who else? Prahlad.
Honest, loyal, reliable, and empathetic, fair, just, respectful, responsible. That's all I remember.
Okay, thank you. That was good. Ovi?
Honest, compassionate, responsible, helpful, caring, selfless. I don't remember anything else.
Thank you, Ovi. That was not bad. Good. Okay. Karthik?
Kind, respectable, responsible, open-minded, reliable, loyal. I can't remember anymore.
That's nice. That's not bad. Good job. Suraj, do you want to try?
No, Mataji, because I didn't know I was supposed to memorize the words.
Okay. That was a memory game, right? So you need to repeat. That's okay. Tulasi Manjari, would you like to try? Okay, probably she didn't see. Okay, so we can see it's easy. Even to remember the positive traits is hard, but you can imagine how it's not going to be easy to put them in practice without proper efforts. But if we put them in practice with proper efforts and perseverance, then we get a great result by the Lord. So let's see what question Yudhishthir Maharaj asked and what Narada Muni answered. Okay.
Sorry, Mataji. I forgot that I was sharing the screen.
Okay, so Narada is speaking to Yudhishthira. Okay, so let's see. Text 2. Who wants to read? Shall I call upon Suraj?
Okay. Maharaj Yudhishthira said, "My dear Lord, I wish to hear from you about the principles of religions which by one can attain the ultimate goal of life. Devotional service, I wish to hear about the general occupation and duties of human society in the system of social and spiritual advancement known as Varnashrama Dharma."
Okay, Suraj, can you summarize what did Yudhishthir Maharaj ask to Narada Muni?
He asked, how can I attain the ultimate goal of life, and what am I supposed to do to have done my dharma?
Right? What am I supposed to do? Occupational duties of human society and the system of social and spiritual advancement known as Varnashrama Dharma. Okay, Smriti, nice to have you back. Hope you're feeling good, Smriti.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you.
Thank you for joining. Okay, would you like to read text 5?
Yes, Mataji. Sri Narada Muni said, "After first offering my obeisances unto Lord Krishna, the protector of the religious principles of all living entities, let me explain the principles of the internal religious system, of which I have heard from the mouth of Narayana."
Thank you, Smriti. Can anyone tell something that we learn from this text?
Krishna is the protector of our religious principles, but for eternal religious system, it's Narayana.
No, both are the same. Okay, nice things. Okay, Krishna is religious principles and religious principles are eternal. Okay, so that's a nice point. Yes, Karthik?
Before you ask your guru something, you should offer your obeisances, pay your respects.
That's nice. That's a very valid lesson, right? Narada Muni is going to say the answer to what Yudhishthir Maharaj asked. But before that, what is he doing? He's offering obeisances unto Lord Krishna. So that's what we're doing before the class, right? What prayers did we do? What prayers did we do before we started? Okay, that's nice. Om Ajnana Timirandasya. We are offering our obeisances to Guru as well as a Supreme Lord. Okay, then text 7. Prahlad, can you read? And you need to explain as well.
The Supreme Being, the personality of Godhead, is the essence of all Vedic knowledge, the root of all religious principles.
The root.
The root of all religious principles and the memory of great authorities. O King Yudhishthira, this principle of religion is to be understood as evidence. This is saying that Supreme Personality of Godhead is the root of all religious principles, and he has a memory of he has the greatest memory.
No. It's not said that.
He has a memory of great authorities.
No.
Yeah.
No. Okay, next one. Anyone could mean what about the great authorities and memory? What is mentioned here? Prahlad.
Mataji, are we moving to the next slide?
No, we are not yet done. Okay, so what does it mean? So he said Supreme Lord is the root of all religious principles. What do you mean being root of all religious principles?
Mataji, is it like something like he is where from he's the original source from where all of the religious principles came from?
Right. So that's the root, right? He's the root means he's the original source from where all religious principles came from. Yes, Karthik?
I was gonna say for the memory of the great authorities, I think it means because somewhere in the Bhagavad Gita it says that he gives memory and he gives forgetfulness. So he allows the great authorities to remember different things.
Ah, right. That's also right. He is the memory of great authorities. Very wonderful. So from him come remembrance, forgetfulness, and knowledge. So he is the cause of that memory, and he gives the memory. Good job. Okay. Yeah. Can someone read the next paragraph? It's going to be a big paragraph. Tulasi Manjari, you want to read?
Okay, sure. Yeah.
You
On the,
share something?
sorry?
Do you want to read, or did you raise hands to share something?
Yeah, I can read it then.
Okay, go ahead.
On the basis of this religious principle, everything is satisfied, including one's mind, soul, and even one's body. Text 8:12. These are the general principles to be followed by all human beings: truthfulness, mercy, austerity, observing fasts on certain days of the month, bathing twice a day, tolerance, discrimination between right and wrong, control of the mind, control of the senses, nonviolence, celibacy, charity, reading of scripture, simplicity, satisfaction, rendering service to saintly persons, gradually taking leave of unnecessary engagements, observing the futility of the unnecessary activities of human society, remaining silent and grave and avoiding unnecessary talk, considering whether one is the body or the soul, distributing food equally to all living entities, both men and animals, seeing every soul, especially in the human form, as a part of the Supreme Lord, hearing about the activities and instructions given by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the shelter of the saintly persons, chanting about these activities and instructions, always remembering these activities and instructions, trying to render service, performing worship, offering obeisances, becoming a servant, becoming a friend, and surrendering one's whole self. O King Yudhistir, these 30 qualifications must be acquired in the human form of life. Simply by acquiring these qualifications, one can satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Thank you, Tulsi Manjari. So we see here a list. Narada Muni is giving a list of how many
30.
Sorry?
30
30
qualifications.
qualifications. Yes. Karthik, you have something to share?
I actually have a question. What does it mean when it says gradually taking leave of unnecessary society?
Gradually taking leave of unnecessary society activities, right? Of the human society. Means there are so many activities that for social sake a person performs, okay? Because of the society. Somebody may say that, for example, if there is a tradition that, Thanksgiving, we eat turkey. That's a tradition. But when a person understands that how the Supreme Lord is present in everyone's heart as a super soul, also in the turkey's heart, and also the turkey is a soul, so then although it's a tradition, right, it's unnecessary activities of a society, so he gradually gives it up. This things, sinful activities, immediately we should give it up. And there are so many things that just goes on for name's sake, just for doing ritualistic things. Oh, you do this yajna, you do this and you do that. And what is the purpose of all of that? If a person is asked in any religion, they don't know. They say that everyone else is doing, so I'm doing. So a devotee has no time to waste, right? We have very less time. We don't know how long we have, and we want to achieve perfection in this form, in this life. So Krishna says that slowly he takes a leave of this unnecessary activities of human society. Is that okay?
Well, what I'm really trying to ask is, why should you do it gradually instead of right away?
Okay, things like this, giving up eating meat, can be done instantly. Okay, but there are other things. For example, we may not be able to do instantly. For example, say we are having say going to birthday parties. There are so many birthday parties, invitations, this and that. But then we pick and choose, right? Like we go to
Right.
some of them who are the friends, and then if there is then we also have see. I mean, what is the kind of food that is served there? Whether it's appropriate for me to go there? Is it a right kind of environment? All those things we think. So it is not possible to give up all the things at one go immediately. Whatever we have been doing, even though that is unnecessary, and because of this family tradition and society, we had to go. So slowly and slowly, when we give it up, what happens is we don't feel that we have given up something, and also we can remain steady in that.
I understand. Thank you.
Thank you for the question. Okay, Smriti.
Mataji, I have a question for the next point. It says observing the futility of the unnecessary activities of human society. What does futility mean?
Yeah, futility means it's useless.
So
Yeah.
is that like the same thing?
Yeah. I mean, we do some things, the human society, or, we do some things, but then we see that there is no use in that, futility. So a person observes that instead of doing this, I can do some devotional service to the Lord.
So it's like the previous one, just like removing the unnecessary things, and the next one is just observing all the unnecessary things that are going on around us.
Yeah. So both are connected, because unless we observe the futility or uselessness of the unnecessary activities, we will not be able to give it up, right? That's a reason why we have to slowly give it up. Thank you, Smriti. Okay, so these are 30 qualities, and it's very wonderful qualities, and Krishna is saying one by one by one. And he says that what is the result of acquiring these?
Everyone is satisfied?
Okay, and another result. The main result.
You can satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead?
Yes, Karthik, yes. We can satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And that is the most important thing. And that's why we're doing this, right? If we take little pain and follow this, then we'll be able to satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay, so let's go to the group task. Yes, so the group task is team 1 will be in the main group, and team 2 will be in the breakout room. So how would you cultivate and implement these qualities in life? So team 1 is going to talk about discrimination between right and wrong, non-violence, hearing about the activities and instructions given by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, control of the mind, and simplicity. Team 2 is going to talk about reading of scripture, satisfaction, avoiding unnecessary talk, control of the senses, and cleanliness. So what you have to discuss, how to cultivate practically. We know that we need to have control of mind, but do you have any ideas how to do that? How are we going to implement this? Okay, so it is not there in any book as it is, but you can brainstorm your ideas and come up with a few points that, I mean, at least for each one, at least 1 point, how you can cultivate and implement this. Okay, if you have more ideas for one item, you can add, but every item should be discussed and at least there should be 1 point in that. Is that okay?
Okay, I'm opening the rooms. Team 1 will be on the main room. I've also renamed that group breakout room to be team 2. So there is no confusion. 4 kids in 1 room. I'm opening the rooms.
Okay, okay. Mataji, thank you. And if you can put this in the chat also.
Yeah, I can do that, Mataji. I will put it.
Okay.
Give a minute. I have to copy it. Thank you so much, teacher. You're welcome. Okay, look for Papa.
Prahlad, join team 2.
You guys can sort for others there. I can go to the breakout and paste there, Mataji.
Yes, yes, Mataji. So I will join team 2 for now. Then you can be in the main room. Okay,
We are team 1.
you're in team 1 or team 2?
Main room
I
is team
think
1.
most people left.
Yeah, this is a main room, right?
Yes.
Okay, okay. So you're going to write down the points, first the 5 qualities, and each one can talk about one and try to think how you can implement, okay? And you have only, say, 10 minutes.
So who's going to do the docs?
I can do. Why are we doing slides?
Okay, if you're fine with it, it's fine.
But that's the first thing that popped up for me when I put that in. But if you want, I can just go to docs.
Okay.
Like maybe it's good, yeah.
Okay, I'll just
I
share.
didn't see the screen, so I also made a doc.
Oh, okay. We can do yours.
Okay, I sent.
So for me, the best way to like do something practical in Krishna consciousness, I think it's to reflect on my actions. Like not after, but before I do something. Sometimes if I just think whether Krishna or some senior acharya which I desire to be my Guru Maharaj, if like someone, even my parents, somebody, if I think are they gonna be happy with what I'm doing, that helps me a little bit to like uh, control my mind or anger, something like that.
Can someone share the docs like on the screen? Because I'm using my dad's work laptop.
Can you see?
Yeah.
Okay, control of the mind and simplicity. Okay, so should we just do this one at a time?
Yeah.
So how would we implement discrimination between right and wrong in our life?
I guess what I like to think of is if you feel like it's wrong to tell someone about it, or if you just feel like you shouldn't do it, it's wrong. I mean, that's how if I can't tell my parents about it, then I think it's wrong. Unless it's something it's not wrong, but I can't tell
I
them.
think it's good. I feel like for non-violence, we could do like stand up if you see anyone being bullied or anything.
Mhm. What I said before, I've actually heard it from Amarendra Prabhu's lecture. Once he met a disciple who does that.
Okay, could you repeat what you said earlier because I didn't.
Yeah. So he said that a person, a disciple, he used to think of his Guru Maharaj, like what if he ever got if he got angry at something, he would think about his Guru Maharaj and think whether his Guru Maharaj or even Krishna would be happy if he got angry.
Okay, that's a really nice one. Mm. So hearing about the activities and instructions given by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is there any ideas for that?
Try to always listen to some lecture or class, even if you're busy, try to engage yourself in that. I think last time we did something about Kirtan when Aishwarya was there.
Yeah. Okay. Control of the mind.
Since I'm not on the document, can someone add whatever I'm about to say?
Yeah. Which one is it for?
Like I'm saying like we can even whatever we have, we can use it in Krishna's service, like a phone. You can use it to listen to lecture. like knitting or something. You could knit like a little dress for Laddu Gopal. Like you can use anything to serve Krishna.
Yeah, that's a really good one, except I don't know which topic it would fall under.
I think simplicity, because whatever you have, you can use for Krishna.
Even for simplicity, I think always remember that you're representing Krishna consciousness before other people. Maybe, okay, it's not that proper. If you have anything else you want to add, you can. I don't know if it's suitable.
For simplicity, like how to implement this in your life, I'd say maybe like being grateful to the Lord that He's given you this much, and remember that there's people out there in the world who are in worse situations than you.
That's true.
And so, what was your question? Always remember that. If anyone, I sent the doc in the chat, so if anyone is able to edit it, then can they add anything?
Actually, I joined from another device. Can you send again? Like, send it again.
Okay. Uh,
Okay, I think we are, what's the time? We are almost done. Maybe you need 1 more minute. Mataji, we can close the breakout room in 1 minute.
Control of the mind. Like, I think an example of when you need control of the mind is like when you want to eat another sweet or something.
I can understand that.
And like a good way to exercise that is to like remember the negative effects of being of having an uncontrolled mind and try to stay focused on what you need to do first before doing anything else. That sounds fine.
I'm just highlighting them. I think we can do the naming later.
Okay, thank you.
Nice points. Anything you require? Do you require any help on any points?
For discrimination between right and wrong, is there anything else we can add?
Mataji, are we closing the breakout or we are waiting
Yeah.
for a
We can close the breakout, Mataji.
Okay.
Discrimination between right and wrong. You can also use that, so far we have you use the knowledge that we have studied in the scriptures so far in Bhagavad Gita, in Bhagavatam, or in the lectures what we learned, and with that also, on the basis of that also, we can discriminate. Okay.
Who's gonna do the first one?
Make the key. Make the key. I have to make the key.
Okay, so everyone is here, and so we can start presenting. Which team wants to go first? I think the team in the main room. Would you like to go first? Team 1?
Can I just assign parts really quickly?
Yeah, okay, you can do that.
I can be the second one. Like I can say the second one.
The red.
Yeah.
Okay, meanwhile, team 2 also you can get ready. You can
will.
assign speakers.
No, not that color. It's a horrible color. No red.
That's okay.
No, this is a bad color. We can't even see. Can I just do the color coding?
So you are in team 2, right? So we are seeing team 1.
Smriti, maybe we could communicate through the chat instead.
Okay.
Wait, so who else was on team 1? Who doesn't have a part? Suraj, you were on team 1, right?
No, Suraj is in team 2.
No.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh, we like.
Ovi, Haripriya, Karthik, and Chinmay, I think.
So we're
Then
short in. I don't know who's gonna say the fifth one.
I'll do green too.
Mataji, I'm using my dad's work laptop. That's why I couldn't get on the dock. So I wasn't able to write anything.
That's okay. That's okay. Okay, so you guys start presenting.
Okay, I'll do the last one also. Let's start then.
For discrimination between right and wrong, what I like to do is if you feel like you're doing something wrong or you wouldn't want your parents or others to know about it, then it's probably wrong. And you can use the knowledge that you've studied in the scriptures to determine what is right and what is wrong.
That's nice. Next one, I think Chinmay.
Yeah, non-violence. Stand up for someone if you see them being bullied. So, not only making sure that you're not doing any violence, make sure there's no violence around you because that's what influences you. And then the next one is if you get angry, think about your Guru and Krishna and ask yourself if your behavior will make them happy. Because your guru has the responsibility for you, and he will also be affected if you do something wrong. And even your soul wouldn't be satisfied. I mean, you overall won't be satisfied with your behavior, and you're responsible for how you feel.
That's awesome, Chinmay. Very beautiful points. Okay, the next one is Ovi.
Hearing about the activity instructions given by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Always engage yourself in listening to lectures and classes and dwell on whatever you're learning throughout the day so you can apply it practically instead of it going in one ear and out the other.
That's so nice. I cannot imagine that you all have come up with these points.
For control of the mind, this is kind of control of the senses to the first one, but like whenever you feel tempted to do something like eat more sweets, then remember the negative effects that it will bring, so don't do it. And stay focused on what you're supposed to do. If you're doing a really important homework assignment and you're getting distracted or something like that, and remind yourself that you can do something fun after you're done with your job.
That's so nice, right? So you're telling your mind, okay, we can do what you want to, but first finish the homework. That's wonderful.
And for simplicity, use whatever you have in Krishna's service. The second one we didn't finish, but I think it was like, always remember that you're like representing Krishna conscious to the people outside. So don't behave like a very like you have to appear simple and very humble, and only then they'll listen to you. And then for the third one, be grateful to the Lord for everything He's given you, and remember that there's people in the world who are in worse situations than you.
So that way we can always be simple, right? So that's what is actually, all these instructions are given in different portions of Bhagavatam also, and so nice. This is a wonderful document. Please share it in the group, okay? Whoever has done this, please share it in the WhatsApp group. Thank you, kids. And now team 2.
Can you see my screen, Mataji?
Yes, Smriti.
So for reading scriptures, you can read a Krishna book before going to bed, so it can be like a bedtime story. You can read a certain amount of Srimad Bhagavatam or Krishna book per day and have a reading goal for spiritual books.
That's nice.
Then,
For
Suraj?
satisfaction, enjoy prasadam and honor it. Please don't waste it. It has been offered to Lord Krishna and he has accepted it with all of his heart. So if we reject it and not eat some of it and waste it, then it's sort of disrespectful to Krishna. Also, listen to Krishna Katha and lectures and be happy by listening to the stories. Also, listen to Kirtan instead of mundane songs. Be thankful for what your parents and teachers, family, and friends give you.
Okay. So, avoid unnecessary talk. So you should like rightly talk according to the circumstance. You shouldn't like talk nonsense or unnecessary things. So you should mostly talk about Krishna's pastime in incarnations. But you may not be able to do that all the time, but whenever you can, you should try to. You should like talk about Krishna.
Okay, that's nice. And satisfaction, I like the points that be thankful, right? If we are thankful, then we are satisfied already. Thank you for that. Okay, next, control of the senses.
Control of the senses, like observing Ekadashi and fast days, such as Janmashtami, Gaur Purnima, etc. Avoid activities and habits such as fidgeting. Don't see bad, don't hear bad, don't say bad. So like controlling basically what you do to the best of your ability.
Yes, thank you so much. So seeing, hearing, and saying bad things, if we are controlling, then everything else is in that. Thank you. Okay, cleanliness.
So, for cleanliness, we can take care of your external body and being clean, because only if we are clean, then we can serve Krishna. Because I've never seen, because there's these people in school. I don't know if they're in your schools too, but they don't shower every day and they don't take a bath every day. I find it a little disturbing, but and then at this point I've just thought about this, but I didn't write it down. So if I had a question earlier. If our body, this isn't our permanent body, this is just our temporary body, then why do we have to take care of it? So then I heard this answer from some lecture. We have to take care of our body because we are using our body to serve Krishna. And we broke our arm, then we can't we can't like make garlands, and we can't offer flowers, and we can't cook prasadam, and we can't serve Krishna if our external body isn't taken care of.
That's very important. Thank you. That's a very wonderful perspective of why we should take care of the body and keep it clean. Okay, clean your room. I think
The next thing is we should be clean for we should keep our house clean for Krishna. So, for example, you have an altar in your house. What do you think? The altar is Krishna's house? Well, no, you're sharing the whole house with Krishna. The altar is just a room. He can go wherever he wants in your house. So if he sees you, he comes to your house, he looks around, he thinks it's dirty. No, I don't want to come to his house anymore. So then, no, we have to keep our house clean so that Krishna can appreciate, how we keep our house clean for him and let him feel happy to stay in our house.
beautiful, Suraj.
And the last point is you should be organized. Like if you're not organized, if you have a messy room, it may like invoke like other spirits that you don't want, and it'll help you like not only in spiritual things, it'll help you in material like things, because like you'll be easier to find stuff and do stuff instead of looking around a messy room. It'll be hard to do anything in a messy room.
Thank you, Prahlad. I love how you correlated not only for spiritual things, but even for material things. If you're organized, it's easy to find out things. For that, okay.
Then reading about Krishna, attending programs and chanting japa is like cleanliness from the inside. And we have to be clean on the outside and the inside to serve nicely. So
Yeah, that's a wonderful closure to this session and a wonderful presentation. Both teams, you did a great job. And you brought out so many practical points. So please share them in the group. Okay, so thank you all very much for
See, we
joining.
have last summary slide,
Yeah,
right? One
we have a
slide.
last slide. We have a last slide. Yeah.
Yeah, 1 second. Mataji, let me share. Second.
Okay, so what does the summary say? Prahlad, can you read?
Okay. Develop good qualities in the first step in advancing spirituality.
Right? We cannot advance spiritually if we have bad qualities. So that's why Krishna is saying these 30 qualities. If you develop, then you can satisfy me. So we need to introspect and see how and where we can improve, and then so in this way we can be happy and also we can satisfy the Lord. So thank you all very much for joining today's class, and that was wonderful, your points and your group discussion. So remember this, we will discuss the summary of this in the next class, and see you all next week.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
पासन्दोभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्रील
Hare Krishna,
प्रभुपाद
Mataji.
Mataji ki jai. Lalitangi Mataji ki jai. Thank you, kids. Bye-bye.
हरे कृष्णा।
Hare Krishna.